trusting themselves. Look at my 3 babies. Someone, somewhere tonight. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. And in a world of my own, I'm so blessed. And in a world of my own, Suburban Deville. Escalade, Escalade, Deville, Suburban, Burby, Deville, Escalade. Alright guys, it is 11 p.m. at night, and as you can see, this is gonna be the last walk around that you'll see of the Deville, because it is being sold in the morning. Had my fun, did what I wanted to do with it, and it's just costing me more headache and more money than the car is actually worth. So I am deciding to bid my farewell to it. You guys never got an actual car tour of it, and I'm very sorry about that, but I just can't do it with this car anymore. Now, I will miss the trunk. Let me open the trunk for you guys. I will miss this cavernous trunk. I will miss the beautiful LED taillights. I wish that there was a battery in it so that I could show you guys what it looks like. This car is huge. Obviously the lights are not going to turn on because the battery is gone, and it's nice and dark in here due to the new tint. I can't even open the front doors because I locked them, but can't see too much in here, unfortunately. But this is the Deville's last hurrah. And other than the door handles and the emblem, that's about the only thing that I really bought for this car, and the tent. I'm glad I didn't do the headlights, the wheels, and all of that, because as you can see, the suspension is really bad. And you see how low, it's not supposed to sit on the wheel like that. And the wheels are like kicked outwards. They're not straight. It's like the rear axle for the tire is like bent. See, you can see that a little bit there. See how the tire sticks out ever so slightly? That's not how it's supposed to be. So something is out of alignment, amongst a couple of other things that just were irritating me about the car. The throttle body, and the brake lines would smoke and cause big disturbance at traffic lights. I just got to the point where it just wasn't worth it to me to put this kind of money into this car anymore. I came out here to get dinner from Little Caesars, if you guys can see that, originally. But then I decided I didn't want that, and I walked down the street to the Popeyes that's down there. And by the time I came back, that was all of maybe 20 minutes. I turned the key and the car doesn't start. And now my brand new battery excuse the way the Suburban looks, guys, because everything that's in the DeVille is in here. So this brand new battery that I just bought 2 days ago, let that focus in on the sticker. You see what that says? 1125. That's a brand new battery that this car has already drained. There's acid marks at the bottom. Didn't completely drain it, and that's why I took it out, so it didn't completely drain it. But there is a parasitic drain, and that's probably why there was a kill switch in the back seat, because of that parasitic drain. Oh, and I got new wipers for it, but that was, you know, whatever. I'm pretty sure this car is going to be crushed, and I mean, it just is what it is. It was a nice ride while I had it. I wish I could keep it. I wish I could, but I have to move on to bigger and better things that don't cost me an arm and a leg. And the Suburban and the Escalade are pretty much all I need right now in Florida. And so they're coming to get this. I don't think I ever told you guys what I paid for it, but I paid $600 or $700 for it, somewhere around there. And I'm getting a little bit more for it, selling it. So it's just time for her to go. I love that White Lightning paint. You see how nice that paint color is? The White Lightning. I absolutely love the White Lightning. It was one of the selling points for me to even buy this car in the first place. The third brake light here doesn't even work. You know, and I was going to do all of these modern upgrades and whatnot. I'm so glad I didn't. I mean, but she looks good. Look how dark the tint is. You know, that's just a me thing. You know, Christian Styles has to have all his cars like that. But it just is what it is. I hate to see her go, but it's just what needs to be done. I loved you, Deville. I was proud to be your owner. It's sadly time for us to part ways. This is so hard. This is so hard for me, guys. This is extremely hard for me because I am so big on, like, being emotionally attached to my things, and I bought the DeVille for a particular reason because I really wanted the Escalade to have its sedan counterpart. But I do have a DTS, so the DTS, I guess, will be that, but they're from different eras, technically, because the DTS kind of shares the GMT 900 design language and not the GMT 800, but the DeVille that came before the DTS did. So there was a reason why I chose the DeVille originally, but it just so happens that it just can't be all that I want it to be, unfortunately. So as sad as it is that I have to let it fly, it is what it is. I loved her. She was a rider, guys. We're on the smoothest, most comfortable rides I think I've ever owned. And she got me from Daytona to Georgia, from Georgia to Florida, from Florida to Georgia. She's been places. I'm not sure where she's gonna end up, but I can only wish the best for it. I know that seems odd because it's an object, but that's just me. That's just how I am. I would have never thought that the Chrysler 300 would have ended up in the junkyard after that gentleman did all that work to it, but sometimes that's just a vehicle's fate. So it's sad to say that I think that's where she's going to end up. But anyways, guys, if you guys like the video, please be sure to hit the like button, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, hit all, so you guys get notified every time I upload a new video. And as I always say, guys, stay perfectly imperfect, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. All right, guys, so this has been an interesting turn of events. I'm driving down the street to all overall towing, is the tow company that picked up the DeVille from where it was sitting last night. I thought that this was going to be a quick and easy, simple little video, and I was going to be able to put out the clips I already made, but I'm adding this clip to the video because I think it's actually worth it. It was only 10 to maybe 15 minutes away from where we were. We're driving. The gentleman that's buying the DeVille is in front of me, and he's just going to deduct the money out of the price he would have given me to get the car out. Because at this point, there'd be no point. I just, at that point, all I would have done was give the tow company the title to the car and the registration and say, I'm done with it. I would have just signed it over to them because I don't want the car. And because I don't want it and this gentleman needs it, he needs the parts off of it, I said, well, that's what I'm willing to do. We can do that. And we'll, just take some off. And just go from there. I mean, it just is what it is. So we're going down there, and I'm bringing the title. I have my ID, basically show that I'm the owner of the vehicle and that the vehicle is changing hands probably right in front of them. So we'll go from there. It's starting to rain, guys, so I have to pay attention to the road. All right, guys, so here the reflection, you can't really see too good, and the windows are dirty. However, this is, that's the gentleman that just bought it. Let me see. These are them picking up cars, dropping off cars. The DeVille is back there. I don't know if you guys can see it. There she is, a little glimpse. But they make some excellent money. Look at these. Look at all these cars. So the DeVille is bye-bye. Sailing off without her. So the gentleman that bought the DeVille, I'm gonna end this like on a high note, kinda. So he bought the DeVille and he wanted the Cadillac converters off of it. That's the only reason he bought the car. Now, I didn't know if the Cadillac converters were on it or if they weren't, or if they weren't there. I never knew. I never looked. I didn't care to know. However, I was like, yeah, they should be. Like, I didn't fucking know. So he didn't check before he took ownership of the car. Turns out they weren't there. But oh well. I got rid of it. It's no longer in my possession. May it live on or get junked. Stay perfectly imperfect, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.